The scene was a small roadside cafe. Waitress was sweeping the floor. Two truck drivers drinking their coffee. Two okay kids by the door. How much are them candies, they ask her. How much have you got, she replied. We've only a penny between us. Them's two for a penny, she lied. And the daylight grew heavy with thunder. Smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. One truck driver called to the waitress after the kids went outside. Them candies ain't two for a penny. So what's it to you, she replied. They've finished their coffee in silence, stood up and nodded goodbye. She called, hey, you left too much money. So what's it to you, they replied. And the daylight grew heavy with thunder. Smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again.
Hi there. I'm Rod Norwood, founder and CEO of Aim for a Better Tomorrow, a 501c3 art and music nonprofit.
Yeah.
And thank you so much to Sarah DeGraff, the founder of Nonprofit World, who invited us to come on this evening and talk a little bit about what we do. Hire local artists and musicians to work with existing organizations, both private businesses and other nonprofits, to bring people in the community together that are in crisis. We've programmed for kids that are homeless and abused, for adults in recovery. We have programs coming up for veterans with PTSD, for elderly folks with dementia, and it has been just an absolute plethora of folks like this guy sitting to my left.
A plethora
of thank you folks that have come out to help us be able to do that, Eric Paradigm. Once again, I'm going to thank Sarah. Her program has covered subjects for abuse, addiction, autism, PTSD with veterans,
retirement,
dogs, retirement. That's right. Oh my gosh.
Personality.
On and on and on.
And it's her anniversary also.
It is her anniversary. Yeah. She founded the Nonprofit World July 2016. So happy birthday.
A little belated, but
Sarah, and that's right, Nonprofit World. I am going to shut up.
We got about 40 minutes.
For a second, I'm going to shut up for a second, and let you listen to a little bit from Eric.
Okay.
Eric is one of those folks that, and I'm probably just going to ramble on and on. I mean, saying the same kind of phenomenal expletives over and over. Eric's one of those guys that you can walk in that can back up anybody doing about anything and make you feel warm and
Fuzzy.
and fuzzy
Yeah.
and sound like it absolutely needs to sound. He's a co-host
Yes.
at of the Friday night open mic at LaSalle Market in Collinsville, and manages to hop all around the state, helping other people with music lessons and sing-alongs. He's been over to my house for a couple of times with the music ambulance.
Look what that's done.
Yeah, yeah. So, Eric.
Oh, okay. All right. And so, yeah, thank you, Sarah, for having us. Thank you, Rod, for giving me a call 20 minutes ago.
Thanks for, exactly, yes.
We live in interesting times, and so I write a lot of songs. I don't know where my songwriting muse is taking me these days, but it's taken me in different places, like this song. Time was once upon a time. A flower opens to the world. Anything she dreams, everything it brings, anything could happen. It's true. It's so true. A time was once upon a time. A garden, everything's brand new. Any day is spring, and everything it brings. Well, anything could happen. It's true. It's so true. Time was once upon a time. This moment gives itself to you. Anything it brings, everything it brings. Oh, anything happens. It's true. It's so true. Where time was once upon a time. A flower opens up to the world. That's right. Anything she dreams, everything it brings. Well, anything could happen. It's true. It's so true. So true. So true. Ended right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of an unusual song. It's just kind of doesn't really follow.
No, but I love it. It's about waking up and bringing everything together.
Yes.
And
Opening up to the world.
opening up to the world in a better way.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
for a better tomorrow.
For a better tomorrow. Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah. Eric said something a minute ago when he started about, me calling him 20 minutes ago, which is not too far wrong. And that's another thing that has been really interesting about our first year, because I founded AIM just a little bit before Sarah founded the nonprofit world. We have been just running like crazy, doing programming, most of it with very little notice. Like what Eric's finding out right now that I'm going to ask him is to be part of one of the programs that I've talked to a couple of people, Kristen Larson and Peter Falk.
Oh yeah, Peter.
We're going to be collaborating. Peter Falk is the founder of an association called Sober House, Sober World.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We're going to be doing a collaboration with them to raise funding and awareness. And we're going to be doing collaboration with Kristen. She has a phenomenal program called Untold Stories Project. And we want to do kind of an open mic, that is kind of an open mic venue. We want to do that for veterans with PTSD. I said a little bit about something out there, I think, earlier, but we've been out, we've raised money. As a matter of fact, Eric was part of the last fundraiser that we just did at LaSalle Market.
Tom Forrest.
We were beneficiaries, and we raised enough money to start the program. So hopefully sometime within the next month, we will get that together, and probably somewhere in East Granby area.
Yeah.
Or Hartford. I'm thinking we're near the reserve base up there in East Granby, Windsor Locks.
Yeah.
So we'll put together something for veterans, see if we can't at least be part of the solution. We're losing 22 veterans a day to suicide from long-term PTSD. The fastest growing group are people over 50 and women. So anything that any of us can do to help reduce that number, I think is a good thing.
Stop the isolation.
Stop the isolation. That's right. Bring the veterans who have trouble communicating out and start hanging with the community, finding out that people in the community care.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. And I was listening to the song that you wrote, and kind of grinning. I asked you last Friday night whether you had ever heard, I think, To Beat the Devil.
Yeah, I don't think I have. Unless I have, maybe I have. But you know.
You'd be glad to know. Don't sing or play out very very much to save people. But it's one of the I really latch on to songs. As most of us do, for particular things. And that's one. Chris Christopherson wrote 2 songs that I have used a lot that really hit me for why I founded AIM, why AIM has taken the direction that it has. One is song about just little act of kindness.
Yeah.
For Okies. During the Depression. And the other one is about just keeping on. That's To Beat the Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's most of it's spoken. It's it was wintertime in Nashville, down on Music City Row. I was looking for a place to get myself out of the cold, to warm the frozen feeling them seething at my soul and keep the chilly wind off my guitar. My thirsty wanted whiskey, my hungry needed beans. But it had been a month of payday since I heard that eagle scream. So with a pocket full of empty, stomach full of empty, pocket full of dreams, I left my pride and stepped inside a bar.
Wow.
And then it goes on to talk about the devil saying, you know, you keep doing that, you do what you want, everybody's heard it, nobody cares.
I think I have heard that song.
And it ends up with, you know, I was born a lonely singer and I'll die the same, but don't believe that nobody wants to know. Great song. So
Poignant.
So do you have another song you would like to bring out for us?
Yeah. Lay down your arms and go home. War is over. Your friends and your family, they are waiting for you. You have done all you can. The power in your hand. Lay down your arms, go home. The war is over. Lay down your arms, go home. War is over. Right or wrong, we have gone down this path we have chosen. The sun's so warm, but your heart is so frozen. Lay down your arms, go home. War is over. In good time, we will find our own true lover. The sky so blue up above you is all you need now for cover. Lay down your arms, go home. Now the war's over. Don't you know your friends and your family? They are waiting for you. You have done all you can with the power in your hand. Lay down your arms, go home. The war is over.
All right. So, what project have you been working on?
I've been trying to write. You know, my ongoing project is writing music and trying to direct my songs with songs like that, songs that talk about things that are important to me and that might have some social targets. You know, like that song. There's a song, the most recent song I wrote is called Life is Good, which is trying to reaffirm, you know, that as long and as hard as it can be. Ultimately, you know, I'm glad to be alive.
Yeah.
And for the long haul, however long it is, whatever happens. And so that's my ongoing project. And I try to bring that into as many songwriting situations, as many performance situations as I can. Because for me, the idea is to make that statement as publicly as possible in as many different situations as possible. And, you know, it can be a drag, it can be kind of, you know, not a party thing, but when I have the podium, you know, to make that statement, I'm going to make it.
Well, yeah, and you know, it may not always be bouncy, but I think it is a party thing.
Yeah.
Is one of the, to me, the neatest things that I've seen recently like that was a card I ran into, and I'm gonna back up a second.
Yeah, okay.
I'm also a photographer.
Yeah.
And I'm always taking pictures of something. Well, today I'm out. My wife and I are out for a walk, and this butterfly
Yeah.
just came by and started flying all around us. So I'm just shooting away. So I actually put this, what I'm about to tell you, together and posted it right before we came on today. But it's I thought it was just one of the coolest things. It's the caterpillar. Just the minute the caterpillar believed her world had ended, she became a butterfly.
There you go.
So yeah, whatever is going on, and to me that I mean it fit with every day, with everything, but really I think jumped out with where we're headed with trying to do stuff with people who are thinking about suicide.
Right.
You know, however badly it's piling up,
Right.
take a deep breath, look for a different focus, and thankfully, folks like you are always writing about that, always getting out and making that statement. There are always, you never know, I think, when what you've come up with is going to reach somebody.
Yeah.
When somebody will be able to hear it. So you just
Right.
get it out as much as possible.
That's it. You know, like tomorrow, Friday at LaSalle, maybe, and then the next Saturday night, well, we don't know when we're going to be airing, but anyway, it's Steam Vent. There's so many places that allow us
Oh, yeah.
to get up and play our stuff, play our music.
When are you
Make
going to
that
be at Steam Vent?
Saturday, which is September
Ooh,
9th, but
which is
that may
September
be
9th.
past or future or whatever.
What time?
When am I playing there? I'm going to, September 9th, 2017.
Yeah, okay. No.
It's going to, I think I perform at 7:30 for a half hour.
Okay.
7 or 7:30.
All right. Let me try to get over there.
Steam Vent. You can find them on Facebook.
Steam Vent, that's right.
Steam
Great,
Vent. Steam
great,
Vent.
great location.
Great location.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. You sat by my side with that look in your eye. What was that look in your eye when you told me life is good? You say it comes and it goes and it's fast and it's slow and it comes and goes. And how did you know when you told me that life is good? So good. Well, so come on, baby, take me by the hand. You could tell me you love me, you can tell me I'm your man. Just keep on telling me that life is good. And I'll stay by your side and we'll sing our songs. I'll stay by your side, no matter how hard or long. 'Cause you told me life is good. So yeah. There I am. There I am. Well, so come on, baby, take me by my hand. You're gonna tell me that you love me. You can tell me I'm your man, baby. Just keep on telling me that life is good. And I'll stay by your side and I'll sing your songs. I'll stay by your side no matter how hard or long. 'Cause you kept telling me that life is good. So good, so good.
All right. Yeah.
A couple of mistakes in there, but
Hey, that's part of live music.
that's live
Yeah,
music.
that's right. Yeah. Hey, one of the things I'd like for you guys to know is, other than events, which Eric does for us or with other organizations a lot, just playing to support, part of the programming that AIM and Eric and other folks are involved in are therapeutic programs. We get together, we hang out, we play a little music that is fun and therapeutic in small settings. Not quite this small, but for a wide range of people. That's what the organization does. That's why we're founded. That's what we're going to keep doing. So, if you have an interest in joining in, it is aimforbettertomorrow.com. We have a Facebook page, Aim for Better Tomorrow. You can call Eric. You can call me. You can call me. My phone number's there. My phone number's there somewhere. We call him a lot of things. Most of them are pretty good. Yeah. But please, we are all, as you can probably tell from this interview,
Yeah.
and the way I set it up, I need organizational help desperately. But whether we get it or not, or what we get, we'll keep trucking right along.
We'll keep trucking right along, and we take advantage of the opportunities that are thrown in our path.
And one thing there is never a lack of is folks who need help and opportunity. So, which means there's never a lack of opportunity for us. It has been such a fun, happy, teary, choked up last year.
Oh my gosh! Starting with a marathon that went 24 hours.
Oh my gosh!
That was crazy.
We did. Yes. Last year, this guy said yes before he realized, I think, what was really going on. I like to hold out hope. I keep saying, I hold out hope there's someone worse at fundraising than I am. That keeps me smiling, but really bad at it. I keep coming up with these different plans. Things that I think no one's doing, that will catch attention and will raise a bunch of money and be able to do more programming. But we have a lot of fun.
Yes.
So last year, November 11th, we came up with the plan to do 24 hours. Nonstop, streaming live for veterans.
Yeah.
And this guy was the host of that. And was there for just about the full 24 hours.
So we started at midnight, and I think I went to about 7 or 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Over at the 4-H farm in Bloomfield.
At our farm. AUER. Our farm. AUR. A 4-H educational farm in Bloomfield, like Eric just said, that does a lot of great stuff for about 3,000 or 4,000 kids a year.
And we got a shout out to Darcy, who promoted it on
WAPJ.
Yeah.
Fortunately, one of our board members is just, she would be here tonight. Matter of fact, I think she either has thrown a skillet at me or is going to hit me with one when she gets back, for not letting her know earlier. But she is out with her husband for their anniversary. Ron. For their anniversary, so
happy anniversary.
Otherwise, she would be here. And she is such a ball of fire, and she is everywhere, doing everything, and is the organizational point of this. She's a DJ on WAPJ Radio at Torrington. She just produced the Still River Music Festival.
Awesome.
Which is
This camera keeps changing.
I know. They keep looking for a way to get me not in the picture. That's why. That's right. And they're doing a good job of it. Yeah.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole. Yeah.
And Diane, who who was there 24 hours, I think.
Oh, Diane, yes.
Red Bull and Diane.
Diane is just this absolutely phenomenal musician and
Techie.
technician
Yeah.
that has done. Diane, with 2 weeks' notice,
Figured out a way
got
to live stream from
got,
this remote location.
got the stuff from a remote
my God.
location that had a very iffy internet connection,
Totally awesome.
and was totally awesome at grabbing a bunch of stuff.
And then
for that
guys
night.
like, so we had guys like Bill Benson, of course, came on.
Yep.
Con Doty and Patty William.
Con Doty, Cody
Steve.
Vondra
Yeah.
showed up. Steve Deadman,
Steve Dedman.
Yeah.
Plywood Cowboys.
Yeah.
Plywood Cowboys, yeah.
Plywood Cowboys, yes.
And a bunch of other people who I don't remember all of them.
I don't know. There were 21 acts
Yeah.
that showed up, all volunteer, to do segments in this tiny little room in our farm with about 17 minutes notice.
It was an awesome setup, though.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it
anyway,
was, it was nice. So
Point
thanks
is
to
that-
thanks to Beth Bly, all the people at our farm
Beth
for
Bly.
giving us the place, and
Senator
all
Beth
the
Bly.
people who showed up. That's right.
The local community of singer-songwriters, myself and Bill Betson, Gypsy
Yeah.
Joe, I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many folks out there who are Con Doty, Steve Dedman, who are writing in what's inside them
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
expressing those, and taking the bloody pulpit and taking the time to where they can to make the statements that are important for us as individuals to make. And so I think that's where music can make a difference, because people will hear it and it'll make a difference. It won't make a difference. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just as long as it gets out there. That's our task, is to say what we got to say.
And thank you actually for that question. What would the world be like without nonprofit organizations?
And the other part, I mean, think of Harvey, think of Irma, think of right in the news right now. Think of the refugee situation when people were evacuating, leaving their lives from Syria and crossing dodgy straits to go to Lesbos, and many dying on the way, bringing babies and families and whatever they could. So many nonprofits were over there to help these people.
Well, exactly.
And
that's something that keeps playing back over and over in my head. So many of us look to government. Somebody, let's do this. We pay these taxes. We do this. No, the world works better when the people who need help are helped by local people. Think globally, help locally.
Yeah. Yes.
When we get up and work together through nonprofit organizations that are set up by most of the work, most of the help in the world, no matter what's going on, comes from volunteers working through nonprofit organizations.
And
whether that's the UN, or
right, because the governments are expressions of local needs and desires.
Right.
So governments need to act locally, and with helping the local citizenry in mind.
Well, and we need to keep in mind that we don't sit in our chair and wait for government or someone else to do it. Take a deep breath, get up, go out and play some music and hang out and paint. We have worked with probably 20 or so different organizations in Massachusetts and Connecticut. Since we were founded at the end of, we got our acceptance letter at the end of 2015. So in 2016 and to date, 20 or so organizations, the people that those organizations support have ranged from kids as young as 4 who are chronically homeless and abused, to adults as old as 90 with dementia. And we've done both music programming for them. We've done custom art, painting. I don't even know what to call it. It's like a sculpture.
Yeah.
with him for dexterity, for the thought to help him. One of the things that really brought a bunch of tears to me last year for Mother's and Father's Day was one of the first programs we did was with my sister's place in Hartford. That is a campus housing moms and kids that are chronically homeless. Yeah. And abused, and we're able to let the kids make both Mother's Day and Father's Day gifts that they wouldn't have been able to do. So to just watch them there all day long, grinning with their big grins, making stuff that they knew their moms or their dads were gonna love, such a treat.
The only value I think any given society or country has is how it expresses itself in terms of how it takes care of its most needy.
Thank you. Yes.
On a continuous, ongoing basis.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff I write is those messages are in there. Like big old love, you can find it. Hold on tight. It changed your life, sing life. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get yourself a girl you can find. She'll make you sing, make the sun shine. Sing it like, Have to believe now. Go and get your life right. Go and get your life right. Go and get your life right. You go get your life. So stuff like that where those messages are in there. Get your life. Go out and get your life. It's not about you needing validation from anyone else, from your mom, your dad, your community. You got to get your life. You got to self-realize yourself. And it's a lot of work, and there's a lot of loneliness in that when you go down that road. It's your journey, your journey that you have to do by yourself. And you will have angels all around you, but you got to get your life right. There was a song I was writing called. It was more of a criticism of the mega churches. Give me your love and money. Give me your money and your love, kind of thing, where it's kind of a criticism of that. But let me think. Well. Well, summertime and the skies are blue. Air is warm, your love's so true. Not a single thing that you need to do. It's good to be in love. Winter when your love grows cold, it sends a chill right through your soul. I tell you now, but you probably know it's good to be in love. Honey, it's good to be in love. So good to be in love. Well, the doctors say we'll have a better day. It's good to be in love. Well, it's autumn time and the leaves will turn. It gets cool, my love still burns. Maybe hard, but I can learn. It's good to be in love. Springtime when those flowers bloom, sweet bouquet in every room. It may be late, but it's not too soon. It's good to be in love. Honey, it's good to be in love. Well, the doctors say we'll have a better day. It's good to be in love. Well, you would know if you've been there. Without a broken heart, you just can't compare. So it's up or down, or it's round or square. It's good to be in love. Honey, it's good to be in love. So good to be in love. Well, the doctors say we'll have a better day. It's good to be in love. Well, it's summertime and the skies are blue. Air is warm and your love so true. There's not a single thing that you need to do. It's good to be in love. It's good to be in love.
It is good to be in love, and it's good to show it.
To feel it in your
To
life.
feel, yeah.
You know, let that be the governing principle of your life. You're in love. You're in love with life.
Absolutely. The apple of the day.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, so live your life as the mantra. I think it's part of the mantra of compassion and kindness is that you be safe, be healthy, be happy, and live your life joyously. You know, the ripple is starting from within and it's going out. It's got to be coming from within. You know, it's no good if you just try to help others without helping yourself first. Put on your oxygen mask first, right?
Exactly. Put on your oxygen mask first, yes.
And you can, you know, that's you got to be self-realizing yourself in order to spread the joy, spread the love, spread the help.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of back to this song that you were talking about, the question Sarah had about abuse. You know, if you, when you look at what's going on, take care of yourself. If you're looking at it, then you're happier. I mean, if you're not, you're running around, you're trying to make everybody else happy, then you haven't charged your batteries. You haven't gotten that first.
You're always pulled between having to be on this side, things are falling apart, things are great, falling apart, things are great. You can't just be existing right in the middle, you know, just be. And that's the most important part. You know?
Yeah.
You know, Pama, Chandra, when things fall apart. I think that's the name of it. Google it.
Yeah, Google it. That's right.
You'll find
Yeah.
it.
Thank you again to Sarah DeGraff of Nonprofit World for having us here. I am Rod Norwood. This is Eric Paradine.
I am Eric Paradine. This is Rod Norwood.
Yes, Marla. And my nonprofit is Aim for a Better Tomorrow. You can find us on aimforbettertomorrow.com, Facebook page. If you would like to volunteer, if you would like to be involved in any of the projects that we have coming up or that you would like to see, anything you'd like to see done, please reach out and get in touch with us.
Yes.
We are gonna wake up in the morning and every morning and look at what Eric just said. There's some things not good going on. There's some things that are really good going on, and we're going to try to bring them together so that we have a better place in the middle for all of us.
Yes. Yes. Say yes.
Say yes. That's right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Diane. So it's going to be a short night. Be done before you know it. I got one one song I can play for the next 3 hours.
She said she can't wait to leave and head out on that open road, breathing all that she can breathe and not have to do whatever she's told. Freedom is the song she sings. Life is what freedom brings. Freedom. We keep talking about freedom. Yeah. Keep your heart close to home. Just keep your heart close to home. Well, no matter where you stray, well, you're never gonna lose your way if you just keep your heart down. Keep your heart close to home. Well, she gonna travel all around this big old world, yeah. She gonna watch all those flags unfurl. She's gonna go all kinds of different places. She's gonna hug all kinds of different faces. She's been there, done that, now there's freedom. Well, it's like a kiss. Talk about freedom. Keep your heart close to home. Oh, you just keep your heart close to home. Oh, no matter where you stray, you're never ever gonna lose your way if you just keep your heart tight. Keep your heart close to home. If you had any guts, you could go far. You could mind trip, body flip right out to the farthest star. No matter where you are, it's just like you're playing in your backyard. It's just bigger, and freedom is your trigger. Honey, just keep your heart close to home. No matter where you go, you just keep your heart close to home. Where you stray, you're never gonna lose your way if you just keep your heart. Keep your heart close to home.
Thank you. Let's start off with that song.
Our mission's really simple, to put together art music programming for people who are at risk. Our primary focus is communities that are at risk, where you have homeless, traumatized children, or like tonight's event is about people in recovery. Play any way out of recovery.
I came to my senses.
I had run from my troubles, I couldn't call myself a man.
So we bring different, whatever kinds of art programming or music programming that the people in that community want. And work with organizations that are already there to do that. Whoever in the neighborhood would like to have music and art in their lives and doesn't have the money to do it. Our goal is not only to do it just locally. Right now we've been working Massachusetts and Western Connecticut. So our plan is just to copy this as often as we can in as many states as possible.
Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Oh, one look in my eyes, you can tell that's true.
Plus, it has the added benefit of being able to give back a tremendous amount to some really tremendous people.